The thing that sets Toi Whakaari apart for other tertiary providers, especially with costume, is that we have small classes. There's about 8 to 10 people that we take in costume. And we also, because we share the building with the New Zealand School of Dance, we have a variety of people we like to collaborate with. The costumes you will be making will be worn by people, not just for mannequins. You get to choose a lot of your own path through the course, and I think this makes us quite special. The thing that's really unique about the New Zealand Diploma of Costume Construction at Toi Whakaari is that we're the only one currently that is full-time at level 6, where you study the making of costumes. We don't focus on costume design, even though a lot of people who are interested in design come learn our course, and that's because we really focus on the vocational skills of learning how to make things. And that doesn't just mean sewing. There's a whole bunch of other construction techniques that you will learn, as well as managing costumes, how to do standby, how to organise things for a musical. There's kind of costume management skills that are important, as well as learning how to physically make them. I guess someone obviously who has an aptitude for costume. So that doesn't mean you have to be the best sewer ever, but you really got to be curious about how things are made and have had some practice. That's a good thing to show us what skill level you're at. Remember, we're not looking for experts. That's kind of what we're trying to do here, is grow that ability. Someone who's had a little bit of a think about where they want to go with this knowledge. What do they want to do with this training? Where do you want to go? Because that's easier to help than someone who might just, want to somehow make costumes. The other thing we're looking for is a bit of maturity, especially if you're moving away from home for the first time. Wellington is a beautiful place, and it gets cold and it can get rainy right in the middle of the year, and if you're feeling a bit homesick, sometimes that can really weigh you down, and we don't want that for you. So have a think about who will support you in Wellington. What do you need to live here as well as you can? I know everyone needs to have part-time jobs to make ends meet, but we don't want things to be such a burden on you that you can't learn. And then if all of those things, if you can demonstrate those in your interview, then that's as much as we can ask from you. I guess we're looking for what you think is your best work. So we say, please show us images of 2 things that you've made. These don't have to be costumes. It could be the ball dress you made for your best friend, or it could be some cosplay, or even the pajamas for your little brother. It really doesn't matter. It just shows me what you're up to, what experience you have had, what things you have experienced. But if you've got a lot of things to choose from to show us, then show us your best work, or show us your work that shows the most range, or the best of your abilities as they are now. Applicants Weekend is a pretty exciting time. We get to meet everybody for the first time, and I think it's the first time people get a real sense of, this is it, I could be here. So you get to feel what it's like to be in the building. You get to see the whole school in action. They'll come to welcome you and eat lunch with you and show you around and help answer your questions, because sometimes we know staff aren't the best people to answer questions. Sometimes other students are the best ones. And so we will have some sessions where we're together as a whole, and then we have a one-on-one interview with the costume interview panel. And that's when you get to show us the things that you've made, and we just talk about what your ambitions are, what your goals are for yourself. And then that usually takes about a day. There's a show on usually at that time, so we do invite applicants and their whānau to come see the things that are on. There are tickets that can be available so that you can see the students at work, because we really want that Applicants Weekend to be when you ask us questions as well. We know this isn't the ideal place for everybody, so ask us your questions at Applicants Weekend, kick the tyres of the bus, really check out that this is where you want to be. And then after the Applicants Weekend, about a week, we make our first offers to people.